Indian music has some of the best stuff to sample, whatever genre you're making. And obviously I'm Indian, so I figured I might as well show you a few different ways to flip Indian samples into fire beats. Let's dive straight into it. So this is the Indian song that we're going to be sampling. I'll put a link to the original song in the description, check it out if you want to hear it. I don't want to play too much of it in this video for obvious reasons. So a lot of the things I'm going to go over here apply to sampling like anything. First thing I like to do is find sections of the original that I want to use in some way, and then just take those parts and move them to a different track. So the intro is obviously perfect for sampling. Then we can go and find the next part. Let's just copy that down as well. I like to color code the different bits just so you know that they're different sections. And I think we had a string thing down here. You can always do a lot of strings. That works really well for like drill and things like that. Now that we've got our sections, we can do different things. The first method I'm going to show you is taking a section and splicing it into MIDI so that you can try and come up with your own chops. So I've dragged the whole song into a simpler, and all I do is just move the end point to where I want it to end. So I'm just going to keep this opening section there, and you can see I've gone to slice it by beats. You can do different things there, transient, region, beat. For this, I'm just going by beats and doing it as quarter notes. So now you can sort of figure out an easy way to play it. See, instantly you can do some really cool things rhythmically. You just need to find some cool combinations. So for the first beat, I want to do something boom bap. I'm just going to drag in a break to play underneath, and then we can figure out some chops on top of that. Let's leave that one. Let's try and find something else. So you can see that's hella simple. You can literally just go in, put a bass line on top, and you've got a full beat there. Okay, let's do something different with the same opening vocal section. So now putting in a trap drum loop. And we want to get this vocal sample to fit. Easy way to do it that I like to do is just leaving it unwarped and then just messing around with the pitch until it fits on the grid. So if we just put it down, we can see it move, and you can sort of get a sense of when it's going to fit. There's the chord change. Again. Simple. Now it loops perfectly. You can warp it, then you can change the pitch to whatever your heart desires. And then if you want to have some fun with it, that's where you can be a bit creative and start putting your stamp on it, using different plugins, different effects. Shaper box is always a good one just to do anything really. So that's a cool, like, easy way just to manipulate any sample, and you can see when it's put on a trap beat, it tends to work whatever you do to it. So anyway, let's use the same drum beat there, but use a different sample section that we picked out. So you've got a cool rhythmic percussive element, so there's a lot of fun to be had with this. But again, we can just manipulate it by pitching it down. warp it. Then you can just mess around with like different modes. So if you want to get the percussive element and not really use the melodic part, that's like an easy trick. Just going onto beats, transients, forward, and then just playing around with the envelope. Because then the cool thing is you can use that groove and incorporate it into other percussive elements. So it's just an easy way to be a lot more rhythmic and sort of outside of the box with your rhythm and percussion, if that makes sense. Now, the last section we've got is the string section. Now, I mentioned that strings are useful and you can do a lot of it, especially in some darker genres like drill. All we have to do is really pitch it down. Like I said, that gets things darker. And then let's get in a drill drum loop. Instantly works, and you can mess around with it to get the timing perfect if you need to, but a lot of the time it sounds better when it's a little bit more unperfect or imperfect. And you don't have to play the full thing, you could literally like shorten it. So it's all really easy, and like I said, this can apply with whatever you're sampling, any genre, any sort of cultural, ethnic music. Sample it, see if you can do some interesting methods, and then you can make something cool and creative like this. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, let me know what other videos you want to see in the comments, and if you want to see more Indian sample flips, then you can watch these videos right here.